This Christmas, Sandra's been kind enough to gift us an LS. An LS. Another LS. Another LS. Thanks, Santa. Surprise. Oh, hey, Daniel. What doing, baba? No, cool, bro. What about you? Nah, not much. Like he's really here. You're a quit, George. I hate you.
Oh, yeah. Like that? That was it.
I don't have any vigour to give you, though, George. You like all my coils, George?
Yeah, wow.
You like them all?
Yeah.
That's good.
They're very coily.
Yeah. Should I paint all of these black? See that? That's why I made them swing up. Like, you imagine trying to get that bolt out. So easy, you know? I know you're all thinking,
How's he going to get the bolt out?
wonder no more. I'm actually making you a necklace.
Oh, wow.
Silhouette. One. Tell you what we might do here, George. Ooh. Oh, I can't tighten them up. 3. That looks like a 6. You're not laughing at me, are you? That look like a 2 or a 1. That's 2. I'd love a vanilla Coke. You know, that's
I'll get you a vanilla Coke. I do that for you, my boy.
I'd smack a vanilla Coke. Ah!
You know?
Have a look at that, George. Just look at my fingers. That's munted. Can you see that?
Yeah, that's munted.
That's f***ed up. Put it in the comments below. Regular Coke or vanilla Coke? You vote. You like regular Coke. Coke. Sorry.
You're up.
Excuse me. You're right. Looking like a sexy little girl. It's me. Hi. I'm the problem. I'm the problem. It's me. Put it in the comments below. Do you reckon I'm going to get it? Job done. Just like that. Super easy. Consider your coil relocated. You want to relocate your factory coils in your XJS Jaguar with your Turbo LS. Don't hit me up. I don't want to do it again. Welcome back to another engaging episode. With lots of vigour. That's what George told me to say. We've got the the Turbo LS Jaguar back in. He was having a couple issues with the car. Once it was getting warm, once you were getting a bit of engine bay temperature, it was developing a bit of a misfire. Pretty common thing with Turbo LSs is they love to fry ignition leads and they love to fry coils. So what we've done, he had a brand new set of coils that could have just put back on the covers. One or two things was happening. They were OEM or original coils, so who knows how old they actually are. And we could have put just the coils back on the covers and it could have been perfectly fine for however long. Because it's a known problem with these things, we decided to just relocate them straight away rather than finding out if it's heat or age that was making it fail. Put them up the back here. So we got a brand new set of NGK coils mounted up the back where we had all this free space, so that worked out quite well. And I've just reused the factory wiring for now, because that wiring sat in a specific place for so long. It is a little bit like grandpa in winter, doesn't want to move. Yeah, all right, George, we'll go with that. Like grandpa in winter, doesn't really want to move around much because it sat in a specific orientation for so long. It's kind of what it is what it is. Rather than spending an extra 3 hours or whatever making a harness for it, I could just do that, and then all I've done is just unwrapped the harness back to bring the coil plugs to the back of the loom, and the only thing I had to do on this side was just extend the injector wiring a little bit because the injector powers run through this plug as well. So done that, looks pretty tidy. The only thing that I would change is I just changed this harness, which we may do down the track to tidy up the engine bay a little bit more. The only thing that's left on the coil side of things now is to just get some lead separators, and I'm just going to mount at least 1 or maybe 2 off of the rocker cover as well, just to keep a bit of an air gap on those leads as well so they don't rest on anything and melt. The other thing that we're looking into a little bit is getting a steering wheel in here, just so it's a bit easier. One, we want to get a smaller steering wheel so it's a bit easier to get in and out and just sort of drive comfortably, because he's 6'4" or something, the owner, 6'4", 6'3", I don't know, 6'4" I think it is. Very tall. So with a big Jag steering wheel, it's kind of sitting around on his knees, it's a bit uncomfortable, so we're going to get a smaller diameter steering wheel as well as we're going to probably look at putting a quick release hub on it, just so you can take it off to get in and out of the car. And the only thing that we're sort of playing with there is making sure that we don't bring the steering wheel out too far, because by the time you put a hub adapter and then a quick release on it, it can bring the steering wheel out too far and it sits really close to you, and we don't want that to happen because it'll make it real awkward to drive. So we're looking into that. But other than that, this thing's pretty much, just for the moment, is as it's going to be. I'm just going to wait for some parts for that. I'm going to come over here to Wigan, and we're about to do a hot swap with the cam. So we've got a VCM. So we've got a VCM 16 camshaft, and we've got a Rollmaster double row timing chain to go in it. So I've just about to hot swap the cam now. For those of you who don't know about the LS based engine, lifters should stay up. They don't necessarily do that. So we've got a little sneaky trick that was told to us by someone else, and I'm not going to tell you because it's his little trick, and he can tell you if he wants to tell you, but he won't tell you. So
alright then, keep your secrets.
So I don't know if it's a secret or not. I've never heard of people doing it. I always thought you had to pull the engine out or take the heads off, but there's another way. And if you pay me lots of money, I'll tell you. So we're getting on that. I just got the covers off. We're going to get the cam in it, get the new timing chain on it. That way the front of the motor can go back together. That way the intercooler and radiator and all that sort of shit can go back on it. Over in the other corner, we've got Overkill getting the wise fab. We're getting Juddy's getting the cross member cut out, dieting the cross member so that we can put the new wise fab panel in with the relocated rack. There's not much left of it by the looks of it.
No, it's definitely on a good diet.
Yeah. Yeah, because that thing's got an LS in it. That cross member had already been modded once before to fit the LS. So
to fit the LS.
Yeah.
And also not out of S50.
Yeah. So it's a bit of a there's a bit going on over there. But anyway, once that's cut out, I think I'm going to go over and weld that out. And yeah, that's where we're up to, George.
Probably got all that handy. Oh, sick of working.
Oh, sick of it. Yeah. I'm fucking done with this.
Wouldn't have a brain cells.
What? I'm not brain cells done anything.
Would not have a brain cells.
Do you need some of mine?
Yeah, feel me.
It's nice.
Put a smile on your doll, George.
Look at these two then.
Over here?
Yeah.
I know. Look at them. Toolbox. About what though? I think he just wants to hold his hand. Slap him down. Who do you reckon's the dad?
Go away!
It's called Live Frog. I show you how to build a quick and easy 3-minute. But I'm showing you how to build a DIY 3-minute build from things you've got laying around. First you need 2 bonnet stanchions. And next you need a $300 sheet of aluminium.
That's the most important part, is that aluminium.
This is just stuff that you'll have laying around at home. You know, you can get this anywhere, you know? You should just have this sitting around in the corner of your shed, because we do. There you go. A workbench. Obviously I want to keep my parts where they're going to go, right? So I've got to pull the rocker arms off, right? So here we go, watch this, we're going to go. This is the driver's side.
Dry bass. Are these names for fish?
No, this is the driver's side. This is the passenger. Then we got 1, 2, 3, 7. Passenger. That's called success.
I can see it. This is what happens when we send Andy for parts. You end up don't need him by the time he gets back.
head.
As a wise man once said, oh, George is just trying to talk some smick. Gonna get one of these. Between two of these.
Is that a promise?
Yeah. You let go of that in, Robert. Oh, I can't really let go. Oh, see you later. What is that? What is that?
The door won't leave me alone. He's always on me. Hello, George. All right, Cal's car. I've just got the Astra Power steering pump mounted up, finished the bracket off, so it's in there. It's just got to be wired and plumbed. Daniel's still away, so I'm working on trying to get this cooler pipe to fit down and around it now. There's a bit going on there, but should be able to, because it's just silicon joiners, it's not too difficult, so I should be able to figure that out. That's fine. And there's a couple little things just with the turbo side. Had to relocate a positive terminal junction that's usually on the passenger side tower of these things. So I relocated that, mounted the Mac valve, mounted the e-boost controller in the car, just all the little things that we still got to sort of button up on it. Got the tail shaft thrown back in the car, waiting on that flange for the exhaust still, and then we should be able to knock that out pretty quick. Should be pretty simple. And then I believe next Thursday this thing's getting tuned, so yeah, that's where we're at. And now we'll go next door and talk about the yellow car. Okay, so we've got our cars probably, as you can see, set out real nicely, real nice like. Look at that. Wise fab, it's crazy. We did our giveaway this morning. When you're watching this probably isn't when it actually happened, but the giveaway is done. Unlucky everybody that didn't win, eh? Sucks to be you guys. Dan Parker won, and I'm 99% sure he's taken the cash, so congratulations to him. And I think Stewie was saying sort of into the new year we're probably going to be doing another giveaway, so keep an eye out for that. Make sure you get entered. I think it was like 150 entrants in this one, so really good odds. Make sure you're in the next one if you weren't in this one. Onto the yellow car that we got here. So this is Overkill S15. Front WiseFab install is what we just finished up, so that's what it was here for. With the WiseFab, relocating the rack forwards. I think you probably saw some footage of me doing that, so we got that all cut out. Get the WiseFab plate set in and all welded out, so the rack is relocated forward, and then Justin's got the lower control arms and the new spindles and all that sort of stuff, camber plates and everything all in there. It's all finished, and he is just about to take it over and do an alignment on it, so align that front end, get it all schmicky schmouse, and then I think that's the tow truck pulling out right now for it actually. So tow truck gonna go get an alignment, and then it's headed back to the customer, so it's all sweet. This thing's a pretty sick package now. It did have a GK Tech lock kit in it earlier, like previously I should say, but WiseFab stuff's just next level, so this thing will shred, I'm sure, especially with, it's got the LSA under it, so plenty of power, plenty of lock, and a nice little nimble chassis is going to be pretty sick, and that's it. That car's done. It should be back probably in the new year to get a electric water pump setup put in it. We were initially going to be doing it while it was here this time, but the kit that the customer had didn't sort of come with everything to be able to retain his LSA blower. So on these LS engines, everything mounts off of the water pump. All the pulleys and tensioners and stuff mount off of the water pump. So if you go ahead and delete that water pump, there's nowhere for the tensioners to go, which isn't a big deal if it's an NA car. You can get away with it, but being that it's a LSA style blower, which is a complete OEM style blower, you can't really delete that water pump and then mount anything off of it because everything mounts off the water pump. So the way you get around that is LSX Concepts do a water manifold, which basically just, it's a slimline plate that links the two banks of the water in the engine, and then it goes to two AN fittings in the middle, and then it has the mounting locations on it. It's out of the States, the only people who make it, so rather than him not having his car over Christmas, he decided he'll just get it back, we'll do the WiseFab and he'll take it back, and then he'll bring the car back when we've got that plate, and we can throw it all in for him. So That's it. Like and subscribe. Thanks, George. Like and subscribe. Might be the last video before the Christmas break, not really sure. Might be another one. See how excited George gets. And that's it. Enjoy your holidays, stay safe. Yeah, Merry Christmas, have a great holiday, like, comment, subscribe. And if there's not another video before Christmas, we'll see you in the new year. If there is, then we'll see you then. Bye. Oh, it still works. Can't stop. Ain't big enough. Know what I'm saying?